You guys voted in the community poll, so today we're going to travel back to the past to see how quickly I can beat Pokemon Emerald with only a Koraidon. A Pokemon from the distant past has ended up in Hoenn yet again, and with a powerful dual typing, but more physical attack than special, it won't make much use of the dragon type moves in this pre-physical special split. But we don't need future mechanics with a past Paradox Pokemon. The rules for the challenge are on screen and in the description, and will we beat the game faster than we did Walk in Wake? And will it need a sandwich to do so? Let's get into the challenge. Just casually, there's a Koraidon in Professor Birch's satchel, possibly looking for a tasty sandwich. We start off with Breaking Swipe, which lowers the foe's attack stat one stage, and Sunny Day to make the sun come out. I've no idea what the sun is, I'm from the UK. I had to give Koraidon the ability Pressure due to limitations in coding, but it was a legendary, so it will probably have that anyway in this gen. After beating the rival, we get Rock Smash, which at only 20 base power is only slightly better than Sunny Day. Okay, I'm being a bit harsh on Rock Smash, but we do get the 1.5 stab boost, and the 2x super effective boost, making it 60 base power on the upcoming Geodudes and Nosepass. It's pretty decent on that front, but even then, Roxanne's Geodudes and Nosepass have worse special defense than physical, so Breaking Swipe is pretty much better in all regards. Plus it lowers their attack stat, meaning Rock Tomb does a lot less. After getting the badge we hit level 12, and there's not a lot to do until the Brawly battle apart from battling a few gym trainers and delivering Stephen's letter, after I get ambushed by 146.25 wild Pokemon. I expected Brawly to be a really hard battle, but what happens next was pretty crazy. We use Breaking Swipe to help lower Machop's attack by 2 stages before it gets healed, giving us a bit more HP to work with later, knocking it out as we aren't even in the yellow yet thanks to those attack lowers. And now for the easy task where we just have to hit Meditite. It sets up a Reflect however, so I wanted to try out our new Ancient power to get the boosts. And we did, first try, upping all our stats by 1. So now even our Breaking Swipe will do more damage due to the special boost that we get. And just look at how it cuts through Makuhita like a hot knife through big, squishy butter. I wasn't even going into that gym expecting a win. I was just doing a trial run and we end up getting the gym badge. Do you want to know something embarrassing about this next section? This was the hardest battle of the entire section. These 2 little mathematical Pikachu clones were what caused me the most headache in this entire section, and possibly the challenge as a whole at this time. Even that famous rival battle didn't give us much trouble at all. The rival has a Combuskin just because it has Peck and that's super effective against us, but even then it was a really weak attack. That was my entire reason for giving the rival Torchic, by the way. Onwards to Watson! I was using the gym trainers to level up so we get the move Drain Punch, fighting type Mega Drain if you will, and expecting to add it to my moveset easily while replacing Rock Smash. No, we can't, because Rock Smash is a HM in this game. Something I forgot. It doesn't matter since we don't really need Sunny Day either, and I went into the gym battle anyway, forgetting a Cherry Berry, but even that doesn't really hinder us at all. We lead with Ancient power to avoid triggering Static on Voltorb and Electrike. No boosts, but I'll take that over no Paralysis. But now we can trial out Drain Punch for the first time and wow, that destroyed Magneton! Manectric was a bit trickier to take out, but once I beat it and won the badge, I had to check the power of Drain Punch because I thought I made it too powerful. But nope, I coded it right, surprisingly. Magneton just didn't stand a chance against a super effective stab move. Lots of the Team Magma grunts have Poochyena, so we gain lots of extra attack EVs, which will mean loads of benefit towards Drain Punch. But while facing Maxi because of Intimidate, we just can't knock out Mightyena in one shot. Zubat was just pummeled by some rocks, and Camerupt to the same after we get the boosts. Forget Groudon, this is the true Ancient Legendary you should be after. I almost found a route through the gym where I can avoid all the trainers, only to mess up and be found by Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Flannery time and her setting up the sun does not boost all of Koraidon's stats in this game, but I was certainly trying with Ancient power. Not that the boosts ever came, but we stayed fully healed thanks to Drain Punch, not even needing those boosts in the first place. Attempting to learn Brick Break during the battle also, but I decided against it since we can't remove Rock Smash yet and Drain Punch is too vital. But with an Ancient Power boost on the Torkoal, we have enough strength to take it out and win our 4th gym badge in extremely short order. We're blazing through the game on the back of the Koraidon, and it only gets easier up against the normal gym. Fighting type legendary Pokemon with a powerful move against the normal type gym leader. The only part of this gym which wasn't nice was the cool trainers flipping the V fingers at me, which is very rude and uncalled for. Well, that would be the only issue if Norman's slacking didn't slam us with counter after we didn't knock it out. Well, that's thrown some of my cockiness into the street and fed it to the birds. At least I can battle some more gym trainers on the way and win on the second attempt. But slacking was still annoying because I used Breaking Swipe instead of Drain Punch, because I pressed the wrong attack. We did eventually win, however, but that scuffed Koraidon's really good speedrun potential, which is a bit annoying. Let's try and make that time up. So we have a flying gym up next on some very long routes, but I'm going to make the journey even longer by making my way to Lily Cove first to delete Rock Smash from Koraidon. I also had 2 rival battles in this time, the first on the route with the best music in the game, and the other one in front of the Lily Cove department store. Normally I never do this battle in a challenge run, but I wanted to get some proteins from the mart to boost our attack. This, again, is something I never normally do. I just use what I find on my journey on the floor and then feed those to my Pokemon. But I felt these would be much needed due to our type disadvantage against the next 2 gyms. I got to the Winona battle, and even with those extra attack EVs, it couldn't help us from losing our first attempt. Then again, only a Cherry Berry would have helped because of the Power Hacks from Dragon Breath, and I didn't equip one of those. Our next attempt was a winner, however, since we got a helping hand from a level up in the last attempt. Using Ancient Power rather than Breaking Swipe on Altaria was key, but I did have to swap to another move due to limited uses of Ancient Power. And with the Flying type badge obtained, let's go to the other weakness of our Ancient Amigo, the Psychic Double Battle of Doom. After a few skirmishes with the evil team, we learned Dragon Claw. I feel that moving forward the higher power will be more useful than the attack drops from Breaking Swipe, especially since this point of the game has mainly special attackers. Maxie could have been more difficult if we had hit ourselves, especially since we got our attack boosted by Swagger from the Mighty Anna, but we avoid the instance of having to travel through this cave again, and Team Aqua are a lot easier, but the good times will sadly not continue, as we must fight a plethora of psychic types. Every battle was pretty scary due to the fact that every Pokemon has really high special defense, and our best defensive moves in Dragon Claw is special based, meaning even Kadabras can survive many of our hits. We also lost against a Wobbuffet. I had something else in my party, so this took a bit longer than expected, and I have that because this gym battle is a forced double battle, but it won't even do anything, it's just there to take a hit and then die. This first battle was just a scouting mission, just to know that I'm going to lose, but how badly am I going to lose? The first priority is getting rid of Xatu, as it just boosts itself with Calm Mind, and I wasn't getting the Ancient Power boosts that I wanted for this, surprise surprise. Lunatone and Solrock take neutral damage from Drain Punch, which I didn't know, because that's huge and gives us more HP, and to try and get through the barrage of Earthquakes from Claydol is just something I'm just going to have to deal with. But once it is just Claydol left, I can see an unexpected first try victory. Then it uses Psychic, and my joy is destroyed.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
And my day is ruined.
We could have had a first try victory, but instead I'll just try and level up more, taking myself to the Hoenn Seas and also opening up Pacific Log Town for later. Level 47 and taking this battle a lot more seriously and with a lot more fire in my eyes. I won a victory after that Claydol fiasco, and it was going extremely to plan with the same tactics as last time, with just a few more points in attack. Claydol was the only issue that I was left with, as it became a 1v1 and it uses Light Screen to raise its special defense. Which is bad, as I was using Dragon Claw, but Drain Punch helps us get through what was definitely going to be the hardest part of the game, a lot faster than expected, and that's going to help with Koraidon's overall time. And you already know what the hell is going on, evil team stuff baby, and as they are trying to destroy the region for no particular reason, we learn Flamethrower at level 49, and then release a long green garden hose into the sky to stop fighting. Now this was honestly a lot more exciting than the gym leader, even though I just skimmed over everything. I even skipped all the gym trainers because I felt so confident. One is no trouble for us at all, and is just a second-rate Wallace. One unfitting last gym leader, and he won't even cause us an issue when I do this challenge with Koraidon, that's for sure. After battling Wally, we hit level 56 to get the move Collision Course. This move works a bit differently in this game, since in Scarlet and Violet it does more damage depending on if the move is super effective, but here I just made it so that it raises our attack by 1 stage. Now don't worry, it only has 5 PP, so it can't be cheesed too easily, and I wouldn't do that anyway because I'm a nice guy. Let's see how we go against the Elite Four. I'm not particularly worried for any section apart from the champion, and Phoebe might be annoying also, but we have coverage against the other members of the Elite Four, even if we are weak to Ice and Dragon. Now with Sydney, I don't even have to say anything, just press A on Drain Punch and that's a really good tactic. Even at this level it's just a breeze. I just have to waffle on a little bit so that the footage doesn't go by too fast and hurt your eyes. Okay, we're done? We're done. Let's move on. Phoebe is a challenge due to 2 of our moves being fighting type, which can't be used against ghosts at all, and our other moves are very low PP, made even lower by her having 2 Dusclops with pressure. Things went really badly and we lost. This lack of PP made me do a U-turn on my decision to delete Flamethrower, having to relearn it via Heart Scale. The only way I'm going to beat Phoebe is with sheer force and maybe some ancient power boosts. And with each attempt, she kept beating us, either it be by her Dusclops using Curse, or us running out of PP. I did end up using some spare rare candies to get to level 62 and finally beat Phoebe due to some luck with the King's Rock flinches. I know she always uses her Protect on the first turn, so I can just use a Drain Punch since I won't need the PP for that move anyway. Then we just have to special attack our way through our team, easier said than done, and fish for some ancient power boosts, which obviously doesn't work because I forgot the bait. But when I did finally get a bit of luck and beat Phoebe, now we just have to face up against the Ice Trainer. Yes, Ice types versus Dragon types. Luckily we're part fighting, and obviously that didn't really matter being part Dragon type, because Drain Punch press A Sydney style. Again, I just have to keep talking so that the footage doesn't go by too fast. Like and subscribe or the footage will set off your epilepsy. Now for a fellow Dragon type trainer in Drake, and his Shell Gun can be worrisome with Rock Tomb lowering our speed, but it just got a critical hit Dragon Claw us on instead. I mean, at least our speed is still the same. Altaria did survive some hits, but I used its weakness to rock against it for ancient power boosts, which we got very lucky. That boost to all our stats, including the special attack, was brilliant for us getting through Drake's team with Dragon Claw. That was the last member of the Elite Four, leaving only Champion Wallace. Now how will Koraidon do in this battle? Honestly, I was not expecting to win this first try, and, well, I was right. Let's just see how I did. Mainly hitting Wallace's team with anything just to see what happened. Tentacruel was where the battle basically ended since it used Toxic. I never picked up a Petra Berry during the journey, and I couldn't have planned for this, because I forgot. I just have to get a bit more creative on how to take it out, and by creative, I mean lucky. So the Elite Four went about as smooth as it could have done, with Sydney and Glacier both being easily defeated. Phoebe still being a bit of an issue, but as we leveled up more we got more power. Phoebe was still being a bit of an issue, but as we leveled up more it got a bit easier, and we also got a few ancient power boosts. And Drake scared us with the paralysis, but we managed to scrape past, and back for another attempt at Champion Wallace. So with the Wailord, I am confident of avoiding Blizzard, so I tried out ancient power a few times and got, well, not 1, but 2 boosts. If I don't beat the champion this run, I'm going to jump out the window. Tentacruel is still a big worry because of it being so bulky, but it didn't use Toxic thankfully enough. I can't even use Drain Punch on the off chance that it has Liquid Ooze, which will damage us rather than heal us, and I did check this after the battle. It does not have Liquid Ooze, so I could have used Drain Punch. It didn't freeze us with Ice Beam either, even though it was pretty much a 99% chance that it would. Milotic comes out and it also doesn't use Toxic, which is just like the Swiss flag. A big plus. I do like my flag jokes, so I do have to try and get one in. We Drain Punch Whiscash to get to full health after a critical hit, as he goes into Gyarados next, lowering our attack with Intimidate. And despite still being +1 in attack thanks to the ancient power, I went to Dragon Claw, which takes it into the red numerous times as Gyarados is healed again, and again, and again. Bro, just let it go. Finally Wallace sends in Ludicolo and it's 2-shot by Dragon Claw despite its best efforts to double team stall. And with that, I've beaten the champion with only a Koraidon. But as this is Emerald, we do have one more battle to take care of. Since we're in Falaba Town, let's get Collision Course back. I know that it should only raise the move's attack power if it's super effective, but instead it will give us a +1 boost in attack. So I'll only be using it on 2 Pokemon in Steven's team, being Aggron and Cradily, as they are both weak to fighting, just to keep things a bit fairer. Our first attempt, because yes, it took multiple attempts, went decent enough. We just didn't have enough firepower, literally, to take down Metagross, and its Psychic hit like a truck. On the next try I managed to get King's Rock Flinks on Metagross to take it out, but the Koraidon was so tanky. And with the screens that it sets up, it's impossible to do any amounts of decent damage on, so I need to train more. And train more I did, as the Elite Four were my bitches, and thanks to those extra levels, I was able to get this run. Skarmory started off with spikes, which is funnily enough, pointless. Aggron comes out, and now we get our first attack boost via Collision Course, which is going to be big for us, and Drain Punch. Armaldo was also taken out with 2 Ancient Powers, but no boosts from that move sadly. And with Metagross, something happened. I didn't put it in my script, but it went very well I assume, because we did end up beating it. Just look on the screen, I can't be bothered to look through the footage. Koraidon had all of Steven's 4 restores used on it, which made it a pain in the bum to take out, in addition to its dual screens and Drain Punch not healing us up a whole lot. It took about 4,000 years, but eventually we took it out, leading to his final Pokemon, which was Koraidon, who was hit so hard with Drain Punch, it healed us up fully, taking us to level 72 and beating Pokemon Emerald with only a Koraidon. But how did it do? So Koraidon beat the final battle at level 72 with an in-game time of 6 hours 38 minutes. Now I know for a fact this was better than Walking Wake, who beat the game in about 7 hours, and at level 77. I have no in-game time visual for Walking Wake. I need to get better on that, because I forgot it for my Surskit solo run, and I forgot it for this one, so I seem to never learn. How will Koraidon do as we attempt this challenge again with the future version of Cyclizar? Surely in a water-heavy region with an electric type it should be superior, but sometimes primitive technology surpasses something from the modern era. Or is that just what's called nostalgia? Remember to check out my links in the description to like and subscribe and all that. And my first video of the year is complete, and I've got some great ideas on the way, including more future Pokemon in Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire solo runs. I've got some hardcore Nuzlocke that have not been attempted on YouTube before. And I've also got the long-awaited return of a Professor Oak challenge I'm certain that you guys are going to love. My name is Super123, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.